Our top story today from the GatewayPundit.com, handshakes for a school shooter? Right after the FSU disaster, it turns out in another and separate event, 4 were shot, but cops are grinning. America is fuming. We're covering this story and so much more here on the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and this is the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review, where we cover the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours. Our top story today from Grant Stitchfield. It turns out that outrage is mounting after the Winter Hutchins, Texas mass school shooter who injured 4 people calmly turned himself into police and was seen on video shaking hands with officers, an image that has sparked intense public backlash. How can someone responsible for such violence be met with what appears to be warmth, or even respect, rather than immediate and stern accountability? The optics of the handshake suggest a deeply troubling double standard in how certain suspects are treated based on factors like race, background, or demeanor. This moment underscores the growing public frustration with a justice system that too often seems to bend its rules depending on who's on the other side of the law. Plus, we are now getting word that the family of the 17-year-old accused of stabbing and killing another 17-year-old in Frisco has moved into a $900K home and bought a new car. The purchase and move come just days after the family raised $500,000 on a GoFundMe page for the accused murderer's son. Grant Stitchfield talked about this on his most recent show. He had a lot to say. Check out his personal opinion. Watch.
All of this stuff is pretty darn crazy that we live in a situation where you can have cops. Dallas Independent School District cops is what it appears, with Texas State Troopers, and I think there's the Dallas Police cop there. The school district, remember, has their own police department in Dallas. Many school districts do. So what I want to do is play this entire video for you, okay? And let you see the video. Now, why am I having so much problems here? It's been a day, folks. I'm just going to tell you, it has been a day. This is the full video.
You good. He got you. He got you. You're good, man.
Hey, what's up? You're good, man. Hey, what's up? Is that what you say to a mass shooter? I understand you have to show respect to everyone, including criminals, okay? And when I say show respect, you treat them like humans. You don't treat them like animals, even though many of them are animals. I'm not saying that's what this kid is, but he shot 4 kids. He didn't kill any of them. He's troubled someplace along the way. And yet he shows up here to shake the hands of officers. This kid is literally lost to the point where you think what you need to do is kill people over a dispute, if that's what it was, or God forbid, shoot random people. We still don't know a motive yet. But again, watch here as he shakes the hands of officers.
It's dangerous. Come on, Tracy. You gotta get go. You gotta go.
Stop. You're trying to get the media out of your face.
I got him. Yeah, you good.
I got him, he says. I got him. Now, what I want you to see here is as they cross the street, that's the Dallas County Jail in the background. That's the mom, I assume, that is videotaping the entire thing. As I mentioned, I'm not sure this is the event you want to make famous, but they were so ready for their social media moment of him turning himself in, the cops there, the police with the lights on. It was like made for TV movie. All of it leads me to believe we're glorifying this kind of thing. They should have met at the police station, brought him in. Nobody should have been there. Now I want you to listen. The mom prays and the dad gives some hell of advice.
You keep him safe. You keep him protected, Father God. You keep your mouth closed.
They talk to you. They want to talk to your attorney. You understand?
Thank you.
When they send them little snitches and never talk to you, don't talk to nobody.
Keep him safe, Lord. Father God, right now in your name, I'm asking you to keep him safe. Keep him protected, Father God. Just keep him with nothing of you, Father God. Nothing covers him. Nothing touches him, Father God. Keep his daddy safe,
I understand.
Father God. Keep his
you wanting to pray for your
Keep all these kids, Father God, safe.
I mean, look, the question is, what's really going on in our country, right? Pam Bondi's been in office for what, a few months now? 0 arrests, 78 Fox News appearances, though. Good for her. So that's great. You know, our justice system is broken. The moment Pam Bondi was nominated for AG, I knew we were going to be in trouble. But that being said, it's also true to say that MyPillow, as you might know, actually has some amazing sales. Guys, you guys know I've been using their pillows, which you can get for under $15, usually $50. You know that we've been talking about their slippers, which were absolutely amazing. I know it's getting warmer now, but you know, you'll love those. But right now they have a closeout sale on Percale bed sheets, any size, any color, just $25. That's right. You can even get queens, kings, split kings, and California kings, any size and any color, just $25. 11 colors to choose from, and what they're gone, they're gone. The second sale is a new energy drink called Rev 7, a premium energy drink that is actually good for you. It tastes great and gives you energy all day. Plus, it has no sugar, no caffeine, so you don't experience those jitters and crashes that we've all been through. With the other energy drinks, what makes Rev 7 so special is that it's powered with cognizin, a premium nootropic that helps fuel your mind, and BHB, which is a primary ketone in your body that provides the most efficient and cleanest fuel ever. Now, guess what? MyPillow is so confident that you're going to love Rev 7 that for a limited time, you can try their introductory 3-pack absolutely free. These amazing offers won't last long, so order now. Just go to mypillow.com, mypillow.com, use promo code Elijah, or call 1-800-210-8491. mypillow.com, promo code Elijah. These sales will not last long. Check it out today. Now, that being said, Tom Homan blows up Kaitlan Collins when she uses an old court ruling to defend MS-13 gangster Abrego Garcia. Colin Linebarger reports that since President Trump returned to the Oval Office, CNN's Kaitlan Collins has had a rough go of it. Things did not actually get any better for her Thursday night when she decided to invite border czar Tom Homan on her show to discuss the most infamous MS-13 gangster in the world. As TGP readers know, the Trump administration recently sent Kilmer Abrego Garcia, who illegally entered America in 2011, back to his home country. Now, the administration cited 2 court rulings that found that he was an MS-13 gang member. This made him both a designated foreign terrorist and an illegal alien, despite an activist immigration judge issuing a 2019 ruling allowing him to remain in Maryland based on fears for his safety. We have the clip here for you. Watch this interaction that happened on CNN. You tell me who you think won this interaction.
I've seen some people look at this and say they're worried that the stance of this administration when it comes to this is that if someone is deported by accident, that they have no responsibility for them once they are in the custody of a foreign government. What would you say to that?
Well, they're in the custody of El Salvador. He's an El Salvadoran national. He was born in El Salvador. El Salvador has him in custody, and El Salvador decide what happened to him. I mean, again, the El Salvadoran president made it clear he's not going to release him. So, again, I'm going to go back. The DOJ, they can fight this out in the courts. As I'm not a part of that. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a prosecutor. So we'll let the courts, decide what the next steps will be.
Even though it was a U.S. immigration judge who said the one place he can't go is El Salvador. I mean, he could have been deported literally anywhere else.
Again, we can keep going back and back, but again, that was years ago. Country conditions were different. That gang no longer exists in El Salvador. He had been designated a terrorist since that time. 2 different federal judges said he's an MS-13 member. A police department said he's an MS-13 member. ICE data shows he's an MS-13 member. El Salvador says he's an MS-13 member. As you know, MS-13 has been designated terrorist. The case has the facts of the case have changed since that first decision. So again, I'll leave it up to the DOJ to argue that case in court, but that is where I stand, and that's my belief.
So obviously the defense is we're always defending the wrong people. So we're trying to defend MS-13 members, and then they go, well, this guy's not MS-13. But he was here illegally. Is that true? I mean, why we should deport all illegals? I don't really care. I do stand against sending even heinous Americans to those prisons in El Salvador. I feel like that's a very scary decision to take American citizens and ship them overseas. Unless there was something like, treason that was proved in court or something like that, where you aided and abetted, a foreign nation, now you're a foreign enemy, or you gave up your citizenship or something like that. But overall, I feel like this is just such an arbitrary thing to be doing. But I also do believe that we are not deporting enough people. They're trying to focus on MS-13 and gang members because they don't want to do mass deportations, which was what they promised, and they're not holding themselves up to it. I'm very upset about that. It's kind of like the invasion is over, right? It's already happened. We've already been defeated. It feels like the West has been defeated. Now it's just kind of like a slow battle to see how much energy we can sort of just keep our countries alive. Maybe I'm a little black-pilled. Maybe you have more hope than I do, but that's just where I stand. That being said, in other news, Christina Lila reports that Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy brutally sets the record straight on astronaut crew Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, and their Glam trip into space. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy set the record straight on the astronaut crew that took an 11-minute tourist joyride into space. Earlier this week, plastic surgery-obsessed celebrities and celebrity hangers on such as Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, and Katy Perry took a leisurely flight into space. The female space tourists named themselves the Six Taking Up Space. The women rang a bell before boarding the capsule because all astronauts throughout the history and various programs have their traditions. It's a huge insult to actual astronauts. We're going to play this right now, which is a video of them actually ringing the bell. It's kind of funny. You'll notice that the guys didn't really care, but the girls knew it was a spectacle.
And here they come.
Here we go.
Loading into the capsule.
And the significance here of the bell, and I should note before I have you that each crew names themselves. They have named themselves the Six Taking Up Space, as each one is ringing a bell. And the significance of that is what, Ariane?
This is one of our traditions. All astronauts throughout history in various programs have had their traditions. For us, we always want our astronauts to ring the bell.
They were really into that. They really loved yanking that rope. You know what I mean? They rang that bell. Good job, ladies. There's a lot of fishy things with this story. You know, I saw this this video last night where this guy was like sitting at the table and he's like, "Honey, you know," he's like, "It's like if you take on a couple extra shifts and I'm able to just maybe put $500 on this credit card, we'll be able to actually pay our mortgage this month. But I don't think we're going to be able to eat out. And so, you know, maybe just cook with rice and beans." And she's like, "No, I'll take extra shifts, honey, but you need to watch the kid." And they go, "I don't know what we're going to do." And then they look out the window and there's a bunch of girls out there and like, "We're rich and we're going to go into a rocket. Yippee!" And they go into space. And he's like, "Oh, thank God. Now everything's going to be okay." You know, it's like we're literally drowning and they're flying in space. Welcome to America, right? With rich people. That's just what it is. And I have no problem with being rich. And obviously you want to be too. That's why Warren Buffett just invested over $50 billion into energy. It's got such an astronomical number. I can't even grasp that. I'm happy if I have an extra $500 on my account. And then like $50 billion. Well, billionaire Ken Griffin increased his oil investments by 150%. Even Elon Musk says we can't live without oil. But here's what Wall Street isn't telling you. There's a smarter way to profit from oil than buying stocks. It's a unique investment that's let you collect monthly royalty checks from America's richest oil fields. You're not buying shares in a company. You're actually getting direct ownership in oil-producing properties. And you can start with just $25. Now, you can learn more about the #1 oil royalty play for 2025 at ElijahOil.com. That's ElijahOil.com. That's ElijahOil.com to discover how you can collect monthly oil royalty checks starting today. ElijahOil.com. Make sure you check it out and actually start earning money the way that you were meant to, which is quickly and sustainably. Now, in other news, Vigilant Fox reports that globalists panic as Italy's prime minister makes a stunning alliance with President Trump. Well, it turns out that Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni clapped back at reporters and dropped a powerful new populist slogan on Thursday at the White House. Before stepping into the Oval Office, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni met with President Trump and his cabinet to talk trade. The press showed up eager to ignite a headline, hoping for signs of a looming tariff war between the U.S. and the EU. But Meloni didn't take the bait. Instead of grandstanding, she delivered a steady, confident show of diplomacy and extended a personal invitation to President Trump. When a reporter tried to stir the pot asking the retaliatory tariffs that the European Commission passed and then suspended, are they still on the table if you cannot make a deal with the president? Meloni didn't blink. Check out this video we have of the situation. Here they are at the table.
The retaliatory tariffs that the European Commission passed and then suspended, are they still on the table if you cannot make a deal with President Trump?
I'm sure we can make a deal, and I'm here to help on that. I cannot deal in the name of the European Union. My goal would be invite President Trump to pay an official visit to Italy and understand if there's a possibility when he comes to organize also such a meeting with Europe. I think the best way is that we simply speak frankly about the needs that every one of us has and find ourselves in the middle. That's useful for all. Somebody calls me such a Western nationalism. I don't know if it is the right word, but I'm sure that together we are stronger. And I have to find a way. I'm here to find the best way to make us both stronger on the two shores of the Atlantic.
We're going to have very little problem making a deal with Europe or anybody else because we have something that everybody wants. You know what that means, right? We have something that everybody wants. We're going to have very little problem.
Right. So, look, I feel like our relationship will continue to get stronger and it will work out in the long run. Tell me what you think about these tariffs. I mean, do you support them? I mean, obviously they're hurting the economy, but maybe they're going to be helping us out more in the long run, which is probably our better option. Now, that being said, a heartless woman casually films FSU shooting victim while sipping Starbucks, according to Cassandra McDonald. Now, there's this video out. I just want to mention this. I don't know if this is true. This might actually have been a different video from a different protest. So we'll see what actually happens here and what the true story is, but I'm just going to keep you updated on that. Anyway, my name is Elijah Schaffer. Don't forget, if you want to financially support the Gateway Pundit and keep independent media and journalism alive, to join our mug club. You get one of these mugs. They're absolutely amazing. And you can also join our club, so you get exclusives and offers by just signing up on our website. Check out our mug club at thegatewaypundit.com. Have a great rest of the week, as always. May God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.